Our next Scammy is the best of the worst. This is the Scammy for Best Actor.
Best Actor?
It's a little bit tongue-in-cheek. It goes to the politician with the worst excuse for breaking his or her term limits pledge. So what we're looking for is the best of the worst. We're looking for the biggest liar when it comes to cynical politicians who promise voters one thing and then do another once they get into office.
How did we narrow down the field to just a couple for this award?
Well, there were so many. There were literally thousands of dishonest politicians who had, taken and broken term limits pledges that I had to actually cast lots to find four.
Okay.
So here we are. I think these four probably are the most egregious, but arguments can be made. Congressman Markwayne Mullin of Oklahoma for his role in God Told Me to Break My Term Limits pledge.
That's a good one.
State Senator Gary Stubblefield of Arkansas, who claims someone else snuck in and pushed the button to vote against term limits.
Wow.
Maine Senator Susan Collins for promising in 1996 to serve 2 terms and is now running for a 5th term, claiming that her seniority in Washington is very important. Susan Collins would have been out 10 years ago if she had followed through with her term limits pledge. And finally, Arizona State Representative Diego Rodriguez, bringing this into the current day, for pledging to support term limits on Congress but voting against it on the House floor. Worst of all, Rodriguez gave no excuse for his actions. How are you handicapping this one?
This is a tough one, and all these people are so low. How much lower can you get than the floor? So, God told him to do it. That might require a little explanation.
God is, apparently, according to Markwayne Mullin, God is fond of dishonest behavior. That's not what I was taught going to Sunday school, but
I recall that the way that this came about was that he had put a lot of thought and prayer into this. Him and his wife got together and they actually did a little video in which they opened their hearts to us and they said, we really thought about this and we decided to break the pledge after consulting with each other and God, and this is what decision we came to. So, beat that, please.
Well, let's find out right now. I'm going to open the envelope.
Oh, okay.
And the Scammy for Best Actor goes to Markwayne Mullin.
Markwayne Mullin.
The man with 2 first names and the man with 2 broken term limits pledges. He didn't just break the pledge he made claiming he would step down after 3 terms. He also broke the pledge he made to sponsor the U.S. term limits amendment. So I think at the moment you do that, at the moment you become twice as dishonest as everybody else, that really sealed your fate. How could we give it to anyone else?
Good choice.
Now we're going to play a clip of Markwayne Mullin saying that his constituents don't pay his salary and he's a great public servant, please. Thank you.
Actually, I'm going to address 2 things. One, you said you pay for me to do this. Bull crap, I pay for myself. I pay enough taxes before I ever got there and continue to through my company to pay my own salary. This is a service. No one here pays me to go. I do it as an honor, as a service.
But that salary,
guys, I'm just saying, don't, this is a service for me, not a career, and I thank God this isn't how I make a living.
Give up your $178,000 in.
I have before. I've actually paid it back.
Every year would be great.
But here